Among the many wonderful sights in Spain, Barcelona ranks high. The second largest city in the country sits on the northeastern shore of the Mediterranean and the Iberian Peninsula and has a metropolitan population of almost 4 million. It's well known all around the globe as a bustling tourist destination with plenty to do. On a trip to the city, the sheer number of possible activities and attractions might be daunting. So not to prevent you from being overwhelmed, we have compiled a list of the things you can do in this wonderful city. It includes all the best sites and is more like a travel guide for those who may visit Barcelona soon. So, without further ado, let's dive right into the video. Sagrada Familia. You probably saw this one coming. No trip to Barcelona is complete if you do not experience this majestic cathedral. If you could only visit one landmark, it should be the Sagrada Familia. The Basilica de la Sagrada Familia is the crown jewel of Barcelona's skyline, with architectural majesty that is beyond description. It is located somewhat northeast of the city and occupies an entire block to the northwest of the city center. More than a century after it was completed, this masterwork by the great Antoni Gaudí still manages to captivate viewers with its amazing symbolism and contentious past. The basilica, with its towering spires and ornately carved front, is a popular tourist destination in Spain and is often regarded as one of the world's most stunning structures. Due to its popularity, some preparation is required before a visit. It's possible the tickets will go quickly during peak hours. Also, there's a lot to see and do here, and you'll have to make some decisions before you get your Sagrada Familia ticket. Barrio Gotico. Next, we have the charming area that is the beating heart of Barcelona. Barrio has historic streets and alleyways straight out of old Europe. Contemporary art galleries and traditional restaurants sit alongside Roman ruins and antiques from the Spanish Civil War. Enthusiastic explorers will delight in finding charming terraces and plazas that come to life late into the night, thanks to the abundance of tiny taverns and local musicians. The street Portal de l'Àngel attracts fashionistas with its array of high-end stores and quaint shops selling unique wares. Camp Nou. When this stadium was built from 1955 to 1957, it was estimated that 288 million pesetas would be needed to complete this project. While the official name was to be Estadi del FC Barcelona, fans quickly began referring to the stadium as Camp Nou, which literally means new ground. The stadium's highest height is 48 meters and its overall size is 55,000 square meters, making it the largest stadium in Europe that can hold 99,354 spectators. Notable features inside the stadium include a chapel near the locker rooms, a presidential box, a VIP's lounge, press rooms, several television studios, a museum dedicated to FC Barcelona, and a memorial to former players. Casa Battlo. The wealthy aristocrat Josep Batlló commissioned Gaudí to create this structure as a luxurious residence for him. The lower two levels were Batlló and his family's residence, while the above floors were apartment units. Seeing this structure in person will blow your mind because of how unique it is. If you choose to explore the interior, you will see the meticulous care in which Gaudí crafted his ideas, down to the subtleties of how the window sizes change as you move up the building. Due to this, the lighting in every area of the house is the same. The audio tour that comes with your admission ticket will offer you some great background on Gaudí and the ideas that influenced his construction of his home. Joan Miro Foundation. In order to establish a world-renowned center in Barcelona for Miro studies and contemporary art research, Miro founded the Fundació Joan Miro, initially stocking it mostly with pieces from his private collection. Since its opening to the public on June 10, 1975, the Fundació has evolved into a bustling hub where modern masterpieces sit alongside those by Joan Miro, one of the few museums in the world where the collaboration between artist and architect drives the conversation between the works and the space in which they are displayed. The Fundació is housed in a building built by Josep Louis Sert. The Fundació provides an overview of Joan Miro's artistic and personal landscapes, fostering an illuminating interaction with other artists of the 20th and 21st centuries. Parc de Attractions Tibidabo. At number 6, we have Tibidabo Park. Once you step inside this wonderland, you enter a mystical realm. The amusement park, a famous landmark in Barcelona, is almost a century old. You can explore the enchanted open areas, go on all the rides and attractions, both the old favorites and the brand new ones, and experience the thrills that have been created for guests of all ages. More than 30 attractions and shows for all ages can be found in the park, and the street performances make just exploring the area a joy. Restaurants and cafes with breathtaking panoramas, indoor dining, picnic spots, and everything else you could possibly want to make your time at the park as pleasant as possible are all available here. The spectacular views of Barcelona are the icing on the cake. Port Vell. This port may be among Europe's most vital ones and lies between the Llobregat River and the neighborhood of Barceloneta. The Columbus Monument has been a prominent Barcelona landmark since 1886, and Port Vell begins at its foot. There is a viewing gallery at the summit of the column, 50 meters above the city, with spectacular views of the ocean and the well-known promenade. In this area, you can take the Rambla de Mar, a wooden boardwalk that connects the shopping and entertainment complex Mare Magnum, Barcelona's L'Aquarium. The Port of Barcelona has undergone numerous renovations over the years, all of which have contributed to its increased efficiency and subsequent success. With the completion of the floating dock and warehouses in the second part of the 19th century, Barcelona became a major shipping hub. It's likely that this is why, while in the city, Einstein specifically requested a trip to the harbor. On the morning of February 28, 1923, he paddled to the Barcelona port with the chief engineer in charge of the project, La Barceloneta. One of Barcelona's most genuine and well-liked enclaves, La Barceloneta is also one of the city's most visited. It is a historic fishing neighborhood steeped in magic and history. Before the middle of the 18th century, La Barceloneta was largely deserted, but because of its proximity to the water, this section of the town began to attract fishermen from outlying places around 1754. Even though it has been updated and made more modern, La Barceloneta nevertheless retains its old-world allure. It is home to the city's longest, most well-known and most frequented beaches. It also has some interesting and narrow alleys abound in this historic district, each lined on either side with churches, shops and restaurants that appear to have changed nothing in 200 years. La Barceloneta's waterfront neighborhood is decidedly more modern, yet locals still preserve centuries-old customs like watching their fishing boats unload their catches and auction them off at sunset. In addition to its natural beauty, the neighborhood also boasts a number of worthwhile attractions, such as the Museo de Historia de Catalunya and the Clock Tower of Barcelona, which was originally constructed as a lighthouse in 1772. From Barceloneta Beach, you may also take the cable car to the Miramar Gardens viewpoint, where you will be treated to breathtaking vistas of the harbor. CosmoCaixa. CosmoCaixa's guests can gain a deeper understanding of the scientific world through the many programs and exhibits offered permanently and seasonally. The new permanent display, the Universe Gallery, is one of the museum's most interesting features since it tells the universe's story from the beginning of time to the current day. The interactive journey starts with the Big Bang and travels through time and space, investigating the origins of life and the inner workings of the human brain. The geological wall is comprised of 7 enormous sections of genuine rock that allow us to imprint the geology of the world, and the flooded forest recreates the ecosystem of the Amazon inside a glass house covering an area of 1,000 square meters, home to piranhas, crocodiles, and other animal and plant species typical to the area. Parc de Barcelona. And last but not least, we have Parc de Barcelona. Montjuic, a hill of verdant 213 meters in Barcelona, is the city's most recognizable landmark. Palaces, pavilions, parks, botanical gardens, sports stadiums, and exhibition rooms were constructed atop the hill in preparation for the 1929 World's Fair in Barcelona. These structures are still around, some are even museums now. For the 1992 Summer Olympics, many of the sports venues were remodeled and new ones were built. The walk from España metro stop begins at the Plaza de España, where 2 Venetian towers and a fountain mark the beginning of the Montjuic. Even the evenings at Montjuic's fountain are magical because of the colorful lighting show. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and sharing so we can keep bringing more content like this. Also, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.